like to call the November 12th, 2025 Town Board meeting to order. Ms. Marco, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Dodson?
Present.
Mr. Mastriani?
Present.
Mrs. Galucci?
Present.
Mr. Schlag?
Present.
And Mrs. Collins?
Present.
5 present.
Thank you, Ms. Marco. A quorum is present. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. And Ms. Marco, would you lead us?
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we start the meeting, I'd like to remind anybody who has come to a town board meeting, or rather who, if this is their first time at a town board meeting, and they wish to speak either for the public hearing or for privilege of the floor, make sure you sign the sign-in sheet over by the entrance to the boardroom. The second thing is, we did, during our agenda session, we had some things come in a little late, so they were added to the agenda. One is the order for the consolidation of 7, and I believe there's copies over on the sideboard. And the second thing is, at the end of the resolutions and the order, this board will go into an executive session and then come out with miscellaneous and liaison reports. Okay? All right. So the first order of business today is, several months ago, a committee was formed by the town of Rotterdam. It was made up of Bruce Bonaquist, John DiGiorgio, Megan Griffin, Bobby Malozzi, and Matt Tichot. And they were tasked with deciding whether or not the town of Rotterdam should switch from a part-time supervisor in a 2-year term to a full-time supervisor in a 4-year term. So unfortunately, nobody was available to give that response. So I'm going to read just their recommendation. It is, I believe, a 3-page report, and it will be on the town website tomorrow. So if you're interested in the whole report, it will be on the town website. But their recommendation, I'll read, it says, after careful review, thorough discussion, and consideration of both the present and future needs of our community, it is the unanimous recommendation of this advisory panel that the town board move to establish a full-time supervisor position and that the term of supervisor be changed from 2 years to 4 years. While this committee understands that compensation for a full-time supervisor will be at the discretion of the town board, we have attached salary data provided to us by the New York State Association of Towns. Actually, I don't see that here, but I will get that if I can from the board, and it'll be on the town website tomorrow. All right? So that's the presentation. Next, we will open the public hearing. Ms. Marco, would you read?
To consider the consolidation of the Town of Rotterdam Sewer District and Sewer District extensions to wit, Sewer District Number 7, Sewer District Number 7, Extension 1, and Sewer District Number 7, Extension 2, into a single consolidated sewer district known as the Town of Rotterdam Consolidated Sewer District, to consider the execution and approval of a joint consolidation agreement.
I think we're going to have a
Yeah, we're going to
presentation.
have some up front.
Good evening. My name is Joseph Lenaro with Lavella, and I'm here tonight to provide a brief presentation regarding the consolidated district number 7 and extensions and the information included in the consolidation engineering report. Council Bill Ryan is also here and will participate in this presentation. The project and its purpose is primarily to consolidate sewer district number 7 and the 2 established extensions, extension number 1 and extension number 2. Sewer District 7 was initially formed and is also known as the Hamburg Street Sewer District. Sewer District number 7, extension 1, Whispering Pines Senior Living District, and then Sewer District 7, extension 2 is the Carmen Road Sewer District. The purpose of the consolidation is to increase administrative efficiencies regarding the retirement of debt and related O&M costs, as well as intermunicipal service fees. This is just a simple figure that shows the three existing districts. Sewer district number 7 is the parcels that are shaded blue from the railroad tracks to the roundabout on Hamburg Street. And then the red is the Carmen Road Sewer District from the roundabout to the thruway. And then Whispering Pines is the yellower colored area that is opposite on the thruway side. As part of the consolidation, all of the parcels will be included into one district, totaling 157 parcels under current conditions. As part of the consolidation report, we tabulated all of these parcels. They're all numbered, the tax parcel ID, owner information, and then the established EDUs for debt retirement, as well as O&M that have been established for current conditions, as well as conditions upon full build-out. So throughout the presentation, you'll see a summary of tables for both the current value of EDUs as well as the future value of EDUs. And I'll just briefly move through these tables. They're all included in the report. These are the two summary tables that first show that as of September 10th of 2025, we have 127 parcels in Sewer District 7, 5 parcels in Extension 1, and 25 parcels in Extension 2 for a consolidated sewer district of 157 parcels. The EDUs, based upon the assessment and assignment of EDUs per parcel under current conditions, yields a total of 626 EDUs regarding debt retirement, and then 261.3 EDUs related to the O&M charges. The summary table on the left shows upon build-out of the undeveloped properties within the consolidated district will ultimately yield 1,173 EDUs for debt retirement and 1,169 EDUs for O&M costs. There's a brief summary of the EDUs that are currently included in the consolidated district relative to the existing district's EDU assignments. As part of the consolidated report, we identified that the average wastewater being generated is correlated to water supply, and in most cases metered water readings. For single-family homes, approximately 75,000 gallons of water per year is used on average. That's about 205 gallons per day, and that is correlated to an equivalent dwelling unit. For single-family homes, one parcel gets 1 EDU. Multiple family or residential apartments gets 1 EDU per dwelling unit or apartment, and other non-residential users get 1 EDU for every 75,000 gallons of annual water consumption based upon metered readings. These EDU calculations correlate to a consolidated district's total generation of wastewater in the order of 240,465 gallons per day. So some of the information regarding the existing infrastructure, again, these are all existing districts. Sewer district number 7 is predominantly a gravity sewer system that discharges to a pump station that's on 4th Street, that then discharges via pressure sewer to the city of Schenectady's collection system on Hamburg Street on the north side of the railroad crossings and the county highway. Extension number 1 is the Whispering Pines project, which is predominantly gravity sewers that discharges to a pump station that also pumps under the thruway into the collection system on Carmen Road that then discharges into the Hamburg Street system. Extension 2 is the Carmen Road system, which is predominantly gravity sewer systems, and they discharge to a pump station which then discharges into the Hamburg Street system. For purposes of approximate value in $20-25, we've summarized these to include $5,162,800 for Sewer District 7, $2,491,700 for Extension 1, and $3,200,600 for Extension 2. The existing systems as proposed will be owned and operated by the town of Rotterdam. collected wastewater will continue to be discharged into the city's Schenectady system at an existing manhole within Hamburg Street. The town of Rotterdam has an interim agreement with the city of Schenectady, which is renewed every 5 years. The operating costs within that agreement are adjusted on an annual basis based upon the consumer price index. So the estimated costs that are going to be rolled into the consolidated district. Sewer district number 7 has existing debt to be retired in the order of $3,120,280. Sewer district number 7 extension 2 has existing debt in the order of $2,068,309. There's no debt with sewer district 7 extension 1. It was built by a developer and conveyed at no cost to the town. Professional service fees for the development of the consolidated report was $42,350. And legal fees and bonding costs estimated at $60,000. So the total amount of funds that would be refinanced as part of this consolidated district is $5,298,939. Within the consolidated report for the district, there was some refinement to the EDU assessments as far as definition of uses. So there's an expanded list of residential uses that would be assigned 1 EDU. This is to help improve the efficiencies of application and interpretation of EDU assignments for the district going forward. We also expanded the list for non-residential uses and how they're defined, correlating them to common definitions within the New York State Building Code. And again, these are non-residential uses. Metered water use relating to 75,000 gallons per year would be equivalent to 1 dwelling unit. So equivalent dwelling units are looked at on an annual basis. And there are some exceptions where EDU assignments are 0, and that includes municipal properties, cemeteries, utility properties such as power lines, gas lines, water lines, and tanks, and properties that are de minimis in size, generally less than 0.05 acres. The tables that are included on this slide on the right-hand side shows that we have an estimated number of EDUs based upon the developed and undeveloped parcels within the consolidated district as of September 10th, 2025 of 626 units. And we note that upon build-out of some of those parcels that have proposed improvements that have been granted authority to build in the future based upon town approvals will yield up to 1,173 units. So as the number of units go up, the cost per units will go down. Estimated costs associated with this. Again, looking at the table on the right first, this is the EDU assessment and cost as of September 10th, 2025. Debt retirement of $539, O&M cost of $345, water processing cost from a residential user, $510. That's an annual cost of $1,392. And then upon build out in sewer district, consolidated sewer district, the debt retirement reduces to $286 per EDU. O&M remains at $345, and the water processing cost with the city remains at $510, but that reduces to an annual user cost of $1,141. There are some additional costs that homeowners or property owners would experience, and that would be connecting from the lateral stubs to the subject structures on those properties. There's typically a application fee of $75 for lateral inspection, $750 for a sewer connection. That would be increased to $1,000 for non-residential or commercial properties. And there was a period of time when those fees were waived. That has since expired as of June 1st of 2025. The district consolidation process. Would my colleague bring this to the podium?
Tonight we're at the final stage of the consolidation process. We started back in September where the town board adopted a resolution endorsing a joint consolidation agreement, which was appended to the resolution that was adopted that night. And since then, you've had published in the Schenectady Gazette and also posted on the town clerk's bulletin board and on the website of the town, a copy of the summary of the joint consolidation agreement. And the joint consolidation agreement and the summary just outlines the costs that are involved for capital charges in the future, as well as O&M, connection fees to the city of Schenectady, O&M charges to the city of Schenectady based upon the intermunicipal agreement you have with the city, and then connection charges. Now, in October, the town board adopted a resolution scheduling this public hearing, which we're having tonight. And again, that document that you're going to consider adopting tonight follows the requirements of Article 17A of the General Municipal Law, and also further authorizes the supervisor to sign the joint consolidation agreement on behalf of the town and also on behalf of the sewer district and its 2 extensions. The other salient point is that this will begin on January 1, 2026. So that's it. And hopefully tonight we'll be crossing the finish line.
If there's any questions, we would be happy to answer them.
Listen, Whitestrap. Thank you.
I should have explained to everybody, the first gentleman that spoke, he's a professional engineer, Joe Lanero, and the second gentleman that spoke is an attorney, Mr. Bill Ryan, so that you know who you're speaking to if you have questions. Questions?
Any questions?
Did anybody write to? No? Did anybody sign up for the public hearing? No. The consolidation? Okay.
It's really simple.
Yes, it is.
It's pretty much the proposal that you just heard, so it's on the town website tomorrow. Since there's no questions, we'll open up public privilege of the floor. Ms. Marco, is there anyone who wishes to speak? Are we going to close the public hearing? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Diane.
Yeah.
Make a motion to close the public hearing.
And I'll second that.
Motion was made by Mr. Mastriani, seconded by Mr. Dodson.
Thank you.
And that's to close the public hearing. Okay, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schlage?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
5 yes to close.
Now we'll open privilege of the floor. Ms. Marco, is there anyone who wishes to speak?
Brenda Terosian?
Brenda Trojan, Rotterdam. As we near the end of 2025, I would like to thank the board for making Rotterdam not a great place to live. I want to thank you guys for that. Well, I'm assuming tonight the board will be passing the 2026 budget. Let's remember who this budget affects: the Rotterdam taxpayers. When you guys do pass this budget, please explain how much in dollar and cents is this going to impact the January taxes? As Mr. Dodson has said in the past, budget accordingly. How? We don't know how much this is costing us. We don't know anything. Water District number 5 will be facing a proposed 24.5% increase in water tax. I don't know where you think we're going to get the money. Now there's talk about making the supervisor's position full-time. Thank you, Mr. Slag. You brought it up Thank you. And if this is such a big deal, how come not one person who was on the committee making the recommendations did not show up tonight? And again, where is all this money coming from to pay? I know people are against the supervisor being full-time. We don't know what salary would be, which has to include the benefits. By making the position full-time does not give the residents the opportunity to see if that person is doing a good job, and we will be stuck with that person for 4 years. You have enough people in this building that you do not need a full-time supervisor. But you know, I have a suggestion to how you can make the money. Once this shutdown is over, I will go to Social Security and have them automatically take my monthly check and put it here into Rotterdam. And then I'll go out in the streets and collect quarters and dollars to live. Where are we getting this money from? You guys look at me like a deer looks at a headlight, and you're not going to answer this question. And this is what really, really bothers me. For 4 years, I've been doing this with you guys, and you don't want to answer the question. Please tell me, tell the Rotterdam taxpayers, how are we going to pay for this? For any of this stuff? The supervisory, you guys you had a committee and they didn't even have the gumption to show up at the meeting and explain their position? Only in Rotterdam, only in the town meetings can this happen. I don't understand. Again, if you're voting on the budget tonight, please explain how much it's costing the taxpayers in dollars and cents when January 26th rolls around. I'm telling you right now, I budget accordingly. I have nothing more to give to Rotterdam. And the majority of the people out there working their butts off and those that are collecting Social Security are in the same position. What I don't understand is, you guys are all Republicans, and I thought the Republican Party was not physically sound, therefore less government and not spending. And in 4 years, this board has done so much spending and putting Rotterdam to go bankrupt than I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Explain the money.
Ms. Marco, is there anyone else who wishes to speak?
No, that's it.
Okay. Then I'm closing the privilege of the floor, and we'll move on to resolutions. The first resolution is Resolution 243 of the year 2025. The clerk will read.
Accepting town board meeting minutes.
Is there any discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Dodson. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Mastriani. On the question, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schwab?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
5 yes.
Resolution passes. Our next resolution is Resolution 344 of the year 2025. The clerk will read.
To adopt the 2026 annual budget for the town of Rotterdam for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2026.
Okay, is there any discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Dodson. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Mastriani. On the question, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schwab?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
5 yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 345 of the year 2025. Clerk will read.
To accept revenue for the town clerk's office for October of 2025.
Is there any discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mrs. Galucci. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Mastriani. On the question, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schwab?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
5 yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 346 of the year 2025, the clerk will read.
To authorize the town supervisor to execute the memorandum of agreement between the town of Rotterdam and the Civil Service Employees Association, CSEA, resolving the senior heavy motor equipment operator position.
Is there any discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Dodson. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Mr. Schlag. On the question, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schlag?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
5 yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 347 of the year 2025, the clerk will read.
To negotiate and execute an agreement with CT Nail Associates for landfill monitoring services.
Is there any discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Dodson. Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Second by Mrs. Galucci. On the question, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schlag?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
5 yes.
The resolution passes. Resolution 348 of the year 2025, the clerk will read.
To negotiate and execute amendment number 1 to an existing agreement with KB Prime Engineering and Architecture, PC, for the Rotterdam Water District Number 5 Lead Service Line Inventory Assistance Project.
Is there any discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Dodson. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Mastriani. On the question, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schlag?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
5 yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 349 of the year 2025, clerk will read.
To negotiate and execute change order number 1 and work change directive number 1 to an existing agreement with Birdsall Excavation and Construction LLC for the Water District Number 5 Water System Improvements, contract number 3, valve and hydrant replacement project.
Is there any discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Dodson. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Mastriani. On the question, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schlag?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
5 yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 350 of the year 2025, the clerk will read.
Call for bids for the Rotterdam Police uniforms and equipment.
Is there any discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mr. Schlag. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Mastriani. On the question, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schlag?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
5 yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 351 of the year 2025, the clerk will read.
Sewer District Consolidation, declare lead agency under seeker determination.
Is there any discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Dodson. Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Second by Mrs. Galucci. On the question, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schlag?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
5 yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 352 of the year 2025, the clerk will read.
A resolution approving the consolidation of 1 Town of Rotterdam Sewer District and 2 Sewer District extensions to wit, Sewer District 7, Sewer District 7, Extension 1, and Sewer District 7, Extension 2, into 1 consolidated sewer district subject to the completion of proceedings pursuant to Article 17A of the General Municipal Law of the State of New York.
Is there any discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Dodson. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Mr. Schlag. On the question,
Just to make a point clear, the people that live in the Whispering Pines development and in the Carmen Road extension, both their debt service charge on their January tax bill and the operation and maintenance charge that they get in the bill in June, both of those costs will be lowered because of the consolidation, because they have been charged, and the extension districts get charged 1.5%, everybody that's in the original district. So this consolidation is bringing down the costs.
So be a little careful with that. That's not necessarily the case. So if you're in an existing district and you're an audit district user, that comes into play. This is not the case in this district.
Okay.
Okay? This is economies of scale, bringing 3 different projects together into one, and the savings that result from those efficiencies.
is there any other discussion? Or actually, is there any other on the question? Clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schlag?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
5 yes.
Resolution passes. The next resolution is Resolution 353 of the year 2025. The clerk will read.
To amend Resolution 292.25 of the year 2025 to appoint Daniel Marcello to the position of GIS Maps Location Worker.
Okay, is there any discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, I heard Mrs. Galucci. Mrs. Galucci made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Dodson. On the question, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schlad?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
5 yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 354 of the year 2025. The clerk will read.
To recognize the introduction of introductory local law number blank of 2025 to amend Chapter 194 Parks and Recreation and scheduling a public hearing thereon.
Okay, is there any discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mrs. Galucci. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Mastriani. On the question, clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schlad?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
5 yes.
Resolution passed. Our next resolution is Resolution 355 of the year 2025. The clerk will read.
To declare lead agency under seeker for the introductory local law blank of 2025 to adopt a new article of Chapter 270 zoning of the town code relating to battery energy storage systems.
Okay, is there any discussion? I'd like to say that I still don't think that the best code, the battery energy storage system code, is where it should be. I still find it to be way too restrictive, but I'm going to be voting yes because it's got to go forward. It just can no longer sit and be stagnant. So I have my objections to it, but I think that it still has to move forward, have a public hearing on it, and see what our community thinks of it. Is there any other discussion?
Yes, I'd like to add, the Energy Committee, really gelled together to hash out legislation and code, and they adopted a very thorough stance to protect the town because New York State legislature and the governor passed the Climate Leadership and Community Protection Act in 2019, creating the invisible Office of Renewable Energy Siting Department that has full power and authority to cite renewable energy projects and overriding the home rule principle of the New York State Constitution. So in adopting a thorough code, we protect our town from the encroachment of the state onto over the Constitution. While that's all being worked out, we're going to make sure that the areas that we're in above the aquifer and into the Mohawk River and the Normanskill, aren't potentially contaminated. We don't overstress our water delivery system. We don't overstress our volunteer fire departments if there was a thermal runway fire that lasted 7 days. So I think it's prudent that at this time that this code is as thorough as it is, and the future boards will have the opportunity to amend it as they see fit.
So again, I just want to be clear on this is process, lead agency, and seeker. The board has to obviously move on that, and then I believe it's the next resolution that's calling for a public hearing. So it gives the opportunity for the public and other stakeholders to come in and speak for or against it, and then ultimately the board will have the opportunity to consider approving or not approving it at a subsequent meeting.
I just would like to remind the board too that I can understand I don't want anything to happen to our water, but you have the New York State Thruway, you have 890, you have railroad tracks, all that pass either through the aquifer or the recharge zone. I find it hard to believe that all of those cars don't carry any kind of toxic material that could spill. I'm all for protecting the aquifer, but it's almost impossible to do. And some of the restrictions of sending notifications a mile from where we're going to site them, it's people that aren't even going to see the site. We probably don't even know where the site is located that are still going to get notified. I just find it very, very restrictive. And I think in that case, it'll be easier to fight in court should somebody want to place one in our town. And like I said, I'm going to vote for it to move forward because it's got to move. It's been sitting on our desk too long. Is there any other discussion? Okay, do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mrs. Galucci. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Mastriani. On the question? Clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schlag?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Moving it forward, yes. Resolution
Five,
passes.
five yes.
Resolution 356 of the year 2025, the clerk will read.
To call for a public hearing on the proposed introductory local law blank of 2025 to adopt a new article in Chapter 270 zoning of the town code relating to battery energy storage systems.
Okay, is there any discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mrs. Galucci. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Mastriani. On the question? Clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schlag?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes, to move it forward.
Five yes.
Resolution passes. Resolution 357 of the year 2025, the clerk will read.
To negotiate and execute an agreement with Near Me Exteriors for window cleaning at the town hall.
Okay, is there any discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'd like to make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Dodson. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Schlag. On the question? Clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
No.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schlag?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
4 yes and 1 no.
Resolution passes.
Sure doesn't want to clean windows.
That concludes our resolutions for this evening, but we do have an order. Will the clerk please read order number 4.25?
Sure. Calling for a public hearing for the increase and improvement of the facilities of the Rotterdam Consolidation Sewer Number 7.
Is there any discussion? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Dodson. Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Second by Mrs. Calucci. On the question? Clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schlag?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
5 yes.
Order is passed. And that concludes our resolutions and our orders for this evening. The town will now,
Go to the executive session. Do you want to try to sign those quick before you leave?
Yeah, I have the consolidation agreement and the secret form, if we could sign it. Get the housekeeping done.
do I have a motion for this board to go into executive session for personnel matter relating to employee 11122025?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Mr. Dodson. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Mastriani. Clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Dodson?
Yes.
Mr. Mastriani?
Yes.
Mrs. Galucci?
Yes.
Mr. Schlag?
Yes.
And Mrs. Collins?
Yes.
5 yes to go into executive session.
And going in that motion, and Mr. Dodson seconded to leave the executive session until we left the executive session at 7:54 PM and came back here. So now we'll move on to any liaison reports. Does anyone have anything to say under liaisons? Okay, how about miscellaneous? Okay, I would like to say one thing, Ms. Trojan, you will, no matter what happens, for us to change, or it won't be us, but for any board to change from a 2-year term to a 4-year, if I'm correct, that means a public referendum.
Yes.
So no board can switch it to 4 years without every resident who wants to voting on it, all right? So you can not vote for it. For my 2 cents, and I'm leaving, I'm not for a 4-year term, nor am I for a full-time supervisor. But, you know, the people will speak and they will decide what the town of Rotterdam is going to do in the future. Okay? All right, is there anybody else who has anything to say? Okay, then
Make the
that,
motion to adjourn.
Mr. Dodson made the motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Mastriani. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.